this shit is at.
I actually do know where it's at.
Where it's at?
You gonna have to give him his ball before we start, or he's gonna be crying the whole video. Ready?
Yeah.
What's up, YouTube? We are back with another video. This time we decided we would do something that's a little bit more informative. The last one was just a home tour. So sorry it took us so long to come back with another video. Life happened, and I'm not even gonna lie, YouTubing is a lot harder than it looks. You really do have to be in the mood to record. Why do you look like you're lost?
Nah, so like I was looking at her talk on the video and I was just mesmerized. I was like, yeah.
Anyways, this video is going to be super helpful if you are coming in to Aviano anytime soon. If you are currently in R.O.M, this is a video for you. This video is going to tell you all about the things that you can do while in R.O.M, because it's come to my attention that a lot of people just sit in their room for 14 days. And then you get out and you're like stressed and you don't know what to do and you're pulling your hair out and you're all over the place and blaming your sponsor, who probably should have told you that you could have done all of these things, but here we are to tell you. So let's get into it.
This video about you.
So the first thing that you can do in R.O.M is get your Codice Fase. It's basically like your Italian social security card. You can't do anything without it, and you can literally do it from the comfort of your own room. You can ask your sponsor to go over to the R.O.M Family Readiness Center and get how many ever copies you need. Everyone in your family needs one. You fill it out and then just slide the papers back under the door. He can take it back to he or she, whoever your sponsor is, can take it back to the R.O.M Family Readiness Center, turn them in, and then in a few days, a week at the most, you've got your Codice Fase, and that means that you can get your home, you can do basically everything. And at that point, after getting that, if you have dependents, then you can either schedule your appointment to go get your Sojourno, which will take the place of their visa. You have 90 days to get that done for them, so get the Sojourno. You need it. The next thing that you can do is
the AFI. You can get your AFI license. This comes in handy, especially if you haven't shipped your car yet, or even if you're gonna get a rental, you do want to get your AFI license. And you need to download the Aviano app, which is, you just go to the app store. It's on Windows and iPhone. Download the Aviano app. It has a lot of helpful links, especially the directory. But you go there, type in AFI license, and you'll get a link for the study guide. And then you just study it, and then you can take the test online. Those results are automatically sent to the Pass and Regs office. And then you just show up there whenever you get out of quarantine, and then you pretty much just get your AFI license. But you can do that all from R.O.M. But these are things based on you having a laptop. Because I don't know if you can do it on your phone or not, but if you can do it on your phone, then I would do it on there.
Most people have at least one computer though. If you don't, there are workarounds, but if you have a computer, it just makes it a little easier.
And it might be a stretch, but hey, maybe ask your sponsor if you can borrow his computer so you can get the AFI license, and then just, Lysol it down and return it.
So yeah, AFI license is a really important thing because it leads me into the next thing that you can do, which is get a rental car. So say your car is not here yet, say you want to go car shopping, say you want to go house hunting, and you don't want to have to ask somebody for a ride. You can set up a rental car while you're in R.O.M. It's really easy to do. There are lots of rental car places around. You can get that scheduled so that as soon as you get out of R.O.M, you only need one ride, and that's to pick up your car so that you can start doing all of the things that you do actually have to be present and accounted for in order to do this.
Technically, you really don't even need a ride, especially if you get the rental car from the commissary/BX. You can literally just walk across the street. Using the DSN phone. So take advantage of the DSN phone in your room. I definitely did. I was calling the housing office. I was calling basically from the Aviano app, anything that you need, you're also gonna, this is just a quick side note, but you're also gonna need to switch your healthcare to Oconus healthcare. I use the DSN to do that. So really make use of the DSN number. If you don't know how to use it, it's pretty much 97 and then whatever the extension is for the number that you're trying to call. But yeah, make use of it.
All right, so the next thing that I wanted to talk about as far as things you can do in R.O.M is printing. You can have things sent to the front desk. Their email is avianolodgingfrontdesk@gmail.com. You can send basically anything to them.
Yeah.
Have it printed, and then if you are in R.O.M, don't leave your room. Don't leave your room. You can get in trouble, legal trouble. Don't leave your room. But they can have someone drop it off slide it under your door, or your sponsor can come pick it up and slide it under your door. And this is what he did a lot of, so he'll give you a little bit more insight into how to go ahead and get into getting things printed and delivered to you.
Yeah, so basically, between like housing or just different documents that I needed or that I needed to like physically sign, or it was just easier, pretty much sent it to the front desk, got on the DSN phone, dialed 0, like, hey, I just sent some documents I need printed off. Just call them and see if you guys can drop it off. They dropped it off. I signed it, and then I took a picture. You can either take a picture and send it, or you can use the scan feature in the notes section of your phone and then just send it to where you need it done. But please feel free to like use that resource, because that's what they're there for, to help you guys out and make it a smooth transition.
Also, if you don't have like a scan feature on your phone, or if you don't like if the picture's not coming out clear, you can like ask your sponsor to pick the papers up for you and take them to the front desk, and they can scan things there for you as well, turn it into a document, and then, you know, email it to you or whatever, just to make it a little bit easier. Everybody is willing to make things easier for you. That is like the one thing, like the theme of Aviano, aside from everything is closed.
And in processing.
For the most part, people are here to help and make things easier for you, because we all understand that it's not easy to come here. It's a lot. So please, please, please use that resource. The last and most important thing that you can do when you are in R.O.M, and I suggest that you do it, is how we ended up here. I know you've seen the housing tour and you like, dang, how did they do that? Guess where we found the house?
In R.O.M.
In R.O.M. They was like, it can't be done. We was like, yes,
I had the house on lock, thanks to her, because, you know, she the GOAT looking for that house and all that. But I locked it down before I even stepped foot in the house. I sent my sponsor he actually seen like 3 houses before we came along with this one. I was like going back and forth with the housing office, basically doing the thing that I just said, like taking the picture or I'm sorry, signing the documents. Literally anything that you want to get done, there's a way. So
you can do it in R.O.M. And I strongly, heavily suggest looking for your house when you're in R.O.M, because it's so easy to do. And you're like, oh, but my sponsor won't go look at my house for me. Get in the Facebook groups. Ask somebody if they'll go see the house for you. The one thing that I will say about this base that is a lot different from a lot of places is most people here are so helpful. They are so willing to help you, because they understand that this is super difficult. And this COVID thing is not easy. And finding a home is stressful here. It is not for the faint of heart, even though everybody's got to do it. With that being said, look for your home actively. I wasn't even in the country when I found the home. I sent it to him. He hit up his sponsor and was like, hey, I really need you to go see this house for me. His sponsor was like, I'm available on these days to do it for you. We spoke with our realtor and coordinated it. His sponsor pulled up, looked at the house, took amazing videos. Shout out to his sponsor. That, like, honestly, if everybody had a sponsor like him, we wouldn't even need to make this video. But everyone's not so lucky, so here we are. But he made amazing videos. We looked at 2 other houses before this one, and his sponsor was super honest. He was like, if I were y'all, I wouldn't take this house for these reasons. So we didn't get stuck with a house that we didn't like. We ended up in a beautiful place. He signed all of the paperwork, got everything done, all before he was out of R.O.M. When he completed R.O.M, he had a place to go, and you can too. And I want that for y'all.
And I had a car too.
And
I had a car and everything. Like, my office was like, when I moved there, or like when I got to my office, literally, I think it was like 2 days I didn't have a car. And then after that, I had the house and the car. So, and shout out to my sponsor, Aaron Gonzalez, bro. He literally made this a breeze. Like, he's awesome. He's awesome.
Honestly. And we want everybody to have an experience like that. And even if it means not necessarily going through your sponsor, but like I said, there's the Aviano community group, there's the Aviano spouses and community group, there's the Aviano available housing group. If you need something, there's somebody that's willing to help. You can find me in there answering questions all the time. He answers questions about airman related things. Obviously I'm a spouse, and everybody in there, like there's nothing that you're going to ask that is not going to be able to be answered. And there's no such thing as a stupid question, because honestly there are people that have been here for several months that still ask every single weekend if the BX is open.
Yeah.
And it's not, because it's closed because of COVID. Yeah. But they ask every single weekend, and every single time somebody happily answers without, getting smart and making you feel like, well, why would you ask that? This is a really, really wonderful, helpful group of people. And we can't wait for everybody that's coming to get here, and we just want it to be a little bit easier for you. So I hope that this video is informative and helpful. And if you like videos like this, if you'd like a more in-depth video on how we got our house in R.O.M, if you have more questions about how to go about anything else, drop it in the comments. Let us know. If you're feeling this video, like, comment. If you like our stuff, please subscribe. We will be here. And thank you so much for watching.
Thank you so much. And just a quick side note, for the Facebook group, there's so much content there. If you don't want to ask the question, or you feel like, hey, this is a commonly asked question, just go in the search. Yeah, go in the group and then search it, and then you can find threads about almost anything.
I used the search quite a bit before I asked the question. And then if you still feel like you don't have a definitive answer, just ask. Because things are forever changing. Because what you were supposed to do 2 months ago isn't what you're supposed to do now. Especially when it comes to like traveling and coming in the country, because all I needed was a rapid test. Now you need a PCR and a rapid test. Thank you so much for watching. We're gonna go ahead and end this because the sun is going down.
And she is glowing.